So, I was tasked with drawing toys from my childhood, which was taken away from me too fast. But there's nothing like reminiscing from the old days. That's what I do on Messenger all the time to relive my glory days when girls messaged me instead of it being the opposite way around. So, the first disclaimer, there's me. That's my visual interpretation of me as a kid. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I always have an amazing collection of facial hair, as I do now, as a 15-year-old guy. So there was this fish game that I really liked as a kid. I used to wake up early and have the house to myself. I always used to go fishing in the sea. I guess it sort of reminded me of how I could be a fisherman one day and just be independent and get girls. I was good at that game back then. I also talked to girls back then. Now I don't play this game and I don't talk to girls. Seems like there's a connection, but nah. It's made out of plastic. Here's an encyclopedia. I know it's not a toy, but it was with me in the morning at times. Yeah, 2006, so all the facts are obviously correct since it's past 2000. And there's the planet Earth at that time. Since it was all the way back in 2006, continents were still moving. And that's why it looks like there's two Africas. There's a bike. Well, I tried to draw a bike at least. It is a two-wheeler since I didn't need training wheels. I only needed training wheels for one day. Then I got it. I felt pretty accomplished actually. I think I'm the only person in the family to ever do that. Of course, this looks like a tricycle. I guess it was a tricycle. I rode bikes. I was Tony Hawk. Is that skateboard? Yeah, it's a Pokemon. I got a DS. That's probably my best game system I've had in a while. Since that was back in like 2008, and it's now 2015, and I'm still pretty sure that my Nintendo DS was the best gaming system I've ever had. It's probably saying something, but I had fun in that Pokemon. Still never played Pokemon Go. Oh, dude, here's some NBA Live. I used to play NBA Live with my younger sibling. It's like our only bonding experience that we've ever had, really. It's rated E, so I can play it. And as you can see, there's Tony Parker. I played as a Spurs a lot, because he was on the cover, and I used to play it as him. Try to think of an analogy. That didn't come out right. So here we have Pokemon cards. Nice correlation from Pokemon cards. Yeah, there's a Henson card. 20 damage, freezing no millennials, which is instant kill against anybody who is below the age of 20. So you have to roll the dice and see where it lands. It's still 100% since, the most you can get when you roll normal dice is 14, obviously. 7 plus 7. And as 40 damage is BCR assignments, since it's a 3 you can get 3 points. I decided to maximize it to weight it to screw grades even more. But I'm a teacher, so it makes sense. And here's Jon Snow. Heroic charge does 40 damage, although in the fine print it also states that you don't get to move next turn and have to roll the dice to see if a giant army comes to save you. Spoiler alert! And for 100 damage, do Dragon Call. If you buy the special edition, it will be 200 damage for boat sex. When you get to call in Daenerys to get an extra card, at the same time to do a combo wombo. Finally, Legos. I still play with Legos. People may say it's childish, and I personally think that it's the epitome of masculinity in all things manly. In the famous words of Ron Swanson. I don't know. Ron Swanson would say something. But these are pretty much my childhood toys. I hope you've had childhood toys. And I guess a childhood would also be nice. I want to be a kid again.